Maude, how are ya?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. So, what better way to start off a Monday than to chat about some movie talk? That's right, Maude.
Oh, movies, big time, especially over this summer, and July is bringing in the big ones. We've already seen Spiderman Far From Home hitting theaters on July 2nd, and that movie, in less than a week, has already grossed over $650 million in the international box office. Have you seen that one yet?
I have not seen that one yet, but that is on my bucket list to see. And I am very excited for Disney's The Lion King. That's another one that's coming out in July. And you know, one of my good friends, Maude, is actually in the movie, J.D. McCrary. He's, he was like on Little Big Shots with Steve Harvey. He's really upped his game in his career, and he's good. He's like taking off, and he's in The Lion King.
And this movie is going to do nothing but launch his career even further because he's playing young Simba in this one.
Yes.
And then, of course, like Jonathan Taylor Thomas, I believe, was young Simba in the original 1994 movie as well. We all had a crush on JTT, trust me. But we're also going to get adult Simba being played by Donald Glover. But Nala is Beyonce. Beyonce all day is what's going on there. And yes, I can feel the love tonight, Noah.
Yeah, I cannot wait for this. I mean, I remember going to actually see like the musical or, the Lion King at Walt Disney World. So just to see this come back to the big screen for all families to enjoy is going to be fantastic.
It's going to be huge. And Jon Favreau, obviously, who was in Spider-Man Far From Home, he's directing this one and he already did The Jungle Book, so you know he's going to bring it.
Hey, Maude, another movie that I think fans are going to really enjoy that they're going to be screaming at the theater is with Leonardo Dicaprio and Brad Pitt in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. This is a movie that's been getting so much buzz this summer. So tell us about the movie and how are we going to see Brad and Leonardo on camera? This
movie is going to be huge, and already because it's done the Sundance circuit and critics are losing it over this flick already. Quentin Tarantino's 9th film. We've got Leonardo DiCaprio's first movie in 4 years. This is the very first time he's teaming up with Brad Pitt. Leonardo DiCaprio plays an established actor in the 60s, and then Brad Pitt plays his stunt double, but those two had a very great sort of working relationship throughout the decades as well. And then what Quentin Tarantino has done, he's placed sort of like real actors, or like actual people that existed in the Hollywood space in the late 60s with real life events, but he's sort of fictionalized the story somewhat. But you've got Margot Robbie in there. We all know her from Suicide Squad as Harley Quinn. She's playing Sharon Tate, who was an established actress in the 60s who was killed by the Manson family during the Manson family murders that took place. So you're kind of intertwining this true life event in a fictional scope. So yeah, a lot of people loving this movie.
There's going to be a lot of good movies releasing definitely this month of July. And also, if you don't want to go out to the movie theaters, which Maude and I really hope you do, but you can actually watch movies on Tubi. This July, there's going to be a lot of new releases coming out on Tubi. One of my favorites is Are We There Yet with Ice Cube. Love that movie. I mean, I could watch it all day, every day. And I can relate to it because my sister and I were just like the two kids in the movie traveling on the road. And my mom and dad were like, oh my gosh, we're going to be there soon.
Big time. You're right, though. Like with going to the movies is a great thing, and it's a bit of a treat because it can be really expensive. So my big suggestion is to grab Tubi.tv. It's a free streaming service. You get over 15,000 titles with movies and television, absolutely free. And Are We There Yet is one of them. And yes, you love it, but so do 93% of all Google users. They are in love with this movie, and it's perfect for the whole family. Everyone can enjoy it, and the best part is that it's absolutely free.
Have you seen the sequel to that one? I think it was
Are We There Yet too? Yeah, the movie's so good that it got another one. I love that you were talking about it was relatable for you and your sister. I remember we would do road trips every year with my family, and my brother, who was sitting in the window seat, needed to throw up. So he wound down the window and he threw up in my lap.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, Maude.
Trauma.
Okay, so besides that one releasing on Tubi, share with us what are some other ones that we can catch and see on Tubi if we're watching from home?
Bunch of different movies, and what's so great about Tubi is that there's just something for everyone on there. But my favorite category to get stuck into is the critically acclaimed category, where you can see movies that have been incredibly highly rated on Rotten Tomatoes, or that were movies that flew under the radar, but they were received really, really well by critics. And on there you can catch a couple of Best Picture Academy Award-winning films like Crash, which is just out in this July. All-star cast in that one: Sandra Bullock, Brendan Fraser, Tandy Newton, Terrence Howard, and it tells a story about things that go down in LA, which is now relatable for me because I live in LA, but it kind of reminds you to not judge a book by its cover, and that everyone has their own perspective and their own story to tell as well. Super heavy movie though, so if you kind of want a breather afterwards and you want to laugh it off, get a bit of Christmas in July with Bad Santa, starring Billy Bob Thornton.
Oh my gosh, yes,
Right?
Christmas in July. I tell you, Christmas in July, it is getting bigger each year. Don't you think, Mon? I mean, so much is going on sale online that you can purchase. Of course, watching free movies on Tubi. I love Christmas in July. Why don't we just celebrate Christmas all year round? I love Christmas. It's one of my favorite holidays, Mon.
I mean, if you're going to put up all those decorations, why not leave them up the whole time and celebrate and have festivity? I just love to switch off. I think any excuse to have more vacation time.
Well, Maude Garrett, thank you so much for joining me. I just wanted to also say real quick, I want to congratulate you on your success, how you have risen to fame with YouTube and everything you're doing. So congratulations to you. You keep rocking it. You keep killing it. I can't wait to see your interview with Leonardo and Brad Pitt. That's going to be, I'm dying to see that one. That was going to be really good. And for more information on all these films, you can head on over to Tubi.tv. Thank you, Maude Garrett, for joining me this morning. It was a pleasure to speak with you.
Thanks so much, Noah. Have the best time. Keep watching movies, yeah?
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.